Lynice.
Here.
Our icebreaker. She had her first speech today, her official first meeting. Tim Gibson has been a member of the Articulators Club for the last 2.5 years. In this time, he has learned that evaluations are a critical and not diminutive at all part of the learning process for public speaking. Much can be learned from listening to others. Here's Timothy Gibson.
Coming here this morning, I was looking forward to doing evaluation of an icebreaker. It isn't often I get a chance to do that. Maybe a couple times a year, maybe not. Because usually when I do evaluations, fortunately I'm stuck with one of the most senior speakers in the club, or one of the most experienced ones. For some reason I seem to evaluate Roxy quite a bit. And I stand before it and I have nothing constructive to say because their speeches are so flawless. So I was looking forward to your speech this morning because, finally. Something I can bite my teeth into. And I have to say I was greatly disappointed in some respects and greatly encouraged in others. Lynice, for an icebreaker, it was a very amazing speech. One of the things objectives that you had today, of course, was to tell something about yourself, which you did. You were supposed to tell us also about your speaking abilities and where you're at. Basically, this gives us a hint in the club to see how we can help you move forward. And you're actually a very accomplished speaker. You had great eye contact with the audience as you're looking around. Very unusual for someone that's giving their first speech. You didn't use any notes.
Whoa.
That I could see. Maybe you had a few on the table. You didn't look at them if you had them. And you had great gestures when you were speaking. You made points. You emphasized what you were talking about. You looked around the room. You made great eye contact. This is very unusual for someone giving their icebreaker speech. And I suspect you've actually done some public speaking before. Most of us that have these abilities. The objectives of your speech were very simple today: to get to know, reveal something about yourself, and for us to do some assessment of your speaking skills. You know, I believe your speech was very adequately prepared, which is one of the criteria for that you're being evaluated today. You were great. You had great audible skills. You were very clear in your speech. You didn't have any trouble hearing you. You had very good vocal variety when you were speaking. And your speech had a very definite beginning, a body, and conclusion. Two things I would suggest that you work on in future. When you were speaking and you maintained great eye contact with the audience, occasionally you would look upwards. I know you were gathering your thoughts, but I think when you break eye contact with the audience, it's not a good thing. You really should be maintaining your eye contact. You really should. But I can tell that that's sort of, when you go into the thinking process, you look upwards, which is a lot of people do that. But you would look up, and then you would keep speaking. So work on that. And the second thing, in the icebreaker, we were looking for maybe a little more depth into yourself, and you revealed something about your personality and how you're more reserved in holding in your emotions. But I think we found out you had some children, but we didn't really find out a lot about you personally, which I think maybe is something you want to put into